Well, we're not sure if we did it or not, but, you know, have to just hope that we're innocent. Maybe we are guilty after all. Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah. One way or another, this case was decided today.
Ah, Phoenix, look!
Prosecutor Edgeworth.
I received a call from the public prosecutor's office yesterday. He told me that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me.
What, does White have the judge in his pocket too?
Why is Edgeworth telling us anyway?
So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story?
I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? More like he's giving us a warning. Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There is no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty, so I can make that my policy.
Edgeworth. You've changed.
Hmm? Phoenix? You know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. But Phoenix?
Well, court will be opening for session soon.
What? But wait. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. He's not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, let's do this. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Seems like a subtle tinge of regret there. Edgeworth comes up and warns us. Certainly didn't do that on day one.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood.
He has to try and get a guilty verdict, otherwise what's the point in having the prosecution?
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
No, I don't think he's actually evil or a bad guy. I think he just tries to have the most faith he can in the law system, and like if he always tries to get
evidence.
Huh?
He had evidence.
He always tries to get a guilty verdict, then it's up to the defence to always try to get an innocent verdict, and it's up to the police to provide the evidence. So I think that's just how he sees how it works. He's probably had some bad influences upon him though from the other, like, as it's sort of coming out, it seems like there's a bit of a corrupt law system, justice system going on. So I think that's why he's such a good villain, or friend, or whatever. Frenemy. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of another witness to the defendant's crime.
I see. The prosecution may call.
What do you mean another witness? The other person didn't witness us? They said it was the little girl.
That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fay?
I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court.
Excellent, Mr. Whitworth. I appreciate your demeanor.
Voila!
Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere.
I'd like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Like stuff you can use, like you can make it any, put them down here. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name!
These two are great together.
My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use more common term, the president of Blue Corps. Did you know the victim, Miss Maya Fay? That would be negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel on the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know?
Very well, Mr. White, you better get your testimony. Can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing?
Ho ho ho! Ying. I hope you made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Mr. Phoenix.
Why is she here?
She's just our apprentice now, and that's it. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe.
Okay, well, for a start, you weren't there.
I was quite crucified. That's reading to you. Some papers by the window.
Why are you lucky?
Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too saw, flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over.
If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor.
Bellboy never saw him though?
Exactly.
Mr. White is definitely a tricky character. You should always check your evidence at the start of the...
4 times proven goodness in the first part of the attack.
You can present profiles as well. Go back. Alright, maybe you can't in this one.
last thought. Used.
The ones we haven't used are floor plans and glass. What does he say about the actual attack?
Spiky haired. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl.
I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer.
Just what is your eyesight?
Counting both eyes, 40.
40? Don't add them together. I think the witnesses tried to say his eyesight is good.
Like 10, like 30.
Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway?
What did you do then? I called Miss May over. Wait, have I not already read this? I read it the first time. She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly.
Did you know she had been tapping the Fae off his phone?
Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fae woman.
You'd make a good politician, Mr. White.
Ho ho! After all, I am El Presidente.
Please continue.
Ran.
A lot of waffling in this description of the actual attack.
Yeah, his chat hit you off with red herrings.
I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened.
Of course, comprehende. I understand.
Well, that's not right. Come on.
The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I'm always absolutely perfect.
Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail.
The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Well, that doesn't seem right.
Is this the four plans or the glass shards?
Testimony?
I thought that just came up and said basically that she wasn't looking properly. Wait, right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave.
What is this?
You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated the victim ran right.
Oh ho ho, it is simple. You have misheard her.
I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here.
You could probably have presented you there. Because it's like carry on.
If the victim ran to the left, as you claimed she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd?
Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second.
Yeah. Of course he witnessed the fucking murder.
Mr. Wright?
He's the fucking murderer?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Mary says right and Mr. Wright says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both witnesses are telling the truth for once.
Huh. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up this contradiction.
There is one scenario that could explain their conflicting accounts.
What?
Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been?
In the law offices of Fay and Company, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left.
Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing.
Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? It seems like they thrust up into every opportunity in this thing.
Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor.
Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched.
Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer.
But now, he's laughing.
The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I've been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more?
Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy.
Good. New testimony. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, first she ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer?
That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. We still have the suggestion that death was instantaneous.
Yeah, and what was that connected to though?
Whether or not she would have had time to write Maya's name in blood.
So how she had time to run away and write her name in blood? This guy's testimony as well, maybe. And what about the broken lamp? No one's mentioned the lamp here. Next is what comes after first.
I know that.
And that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right.
Stop saying it was me.
But it was you! Objection. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us some proof.
Can I do nothing right? Nothing?
I don't know, Edward seems to be trying to, like, a bit more, like, compared to how he was, like, in the first case, when he thought it was actually real. Now he seems a bit more on our side than before. Because now he's like, objection, show some proof, rather than like, being more aggressive. What does the autopsy report say? That says Ablo.
So you have the choice. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow.
What?
What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect?
I will refrain from using that phrase now on.
Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony.
Objection! The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I'd like to request a 10-minute break.
Yes, White. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away.
Very well. If the witness will care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White?
Oh, okay. Yes, final testimony. Well, you see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment I saw Miss Maya run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwop!
Thwop indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting.
Deal with it. This is almost over. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Yeah, that is all. I'll press further. Mr. White.
Huh? What?
You're saying you saw the glass lights then?
Yes.
Then change your testimony to reflect that.
Sorry, my bad.
The witness will revise his testimony.
Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked.
The glass light stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before?
Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused.
What's falling apart?
Objection! Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
Yeah, you can't press on stuff unnecessarily or you start going south.
Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes.
Because it's badgering the witness.
Very well. The witness may continue his account.
Like if the witness says their name and you press them.
Beyond all recognition.
Probably 4 pounds. Station line of sight.
Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand.
What?
Look at this. These are the floor plans of the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that?
Art? Ridiculosity.
Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shard as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you would have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you?
Mr. Your Honor, I, Miss Maya.
Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
Objection. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright.
What? I forgot about Edgeworth.
Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap.
The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain.
I really don't like the way this is headed.
As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Greencorn. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by whom?
No, you
By
wouldn't.
whom? Mr. White. In order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Why didn't you just get someone else to kill Miss Maya? It'd be so like powerful.
Why not get Phoenix Wright to do it?
Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles.
Give me a break.
Yes, in order to place a wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand.
Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He is determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He had shown that there was only one way Mr. White could have seen the stand. At that very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
I see.
However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. He went to the place, the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is.
Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretap.
Leave it to me.
I feel faint. Surely he's not going to have this story already prepared.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw the glass light stand.
Isn't it only like the 7th of September now? So, you saw the stand the night before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over? By the sound?
Correct. That is right.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now?
Alright, check our evidence. Always check the evidence at the start of the cross-examination. Wait, what have we got? We've got the autopsy. Boom. What's it going to say? Wait, it just says evidence.
Glass shards. Clock.
It's not really a clock.
Marked up. Receipt with the name on it.
Touch the back. It's not come up again. Directions. Yeah, we just used that.
Four
See the
plans.
floor plans. Alright.
That's it.
We don't have anything. It's probably the much thought. Moment of inspiration, maybe. So really big, though.
Mm-hmm. Do you have proof?
Objection. Miss April Manu with details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Oh, right.
No, I'll probably just go for it. I don't think we have anything for it. Alright, go to the end of it.
The end of it's just when he says, that's when he saw those things. It's just 4 things.
Yeah. Yeah, just look at the end of it, probably. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay law officers.
That's it.
Yeah. Just look at it.
Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Well, maybe he's riled enough that I can bluff something out of him.
Okay.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah, try to get him to say why. Because that, complicates him.
Why did you test me as foe?
Motive. This has no bearing on the current case you're on. Blue Corps is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality.
Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand?
The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a cutaceous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all.
Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's riled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Do I have to present something wrong? So there were fingerprints on the laptop. No.
Did you press another thing?
Yep.
You stop.
All I can think is the unidentified fingerprints. I don't really know what the game would expect me to bluff about.
Phone call, there it is. Like he said, he wouldn't speak about the reason. But we know what the reason is. We don't know when would be a good time for what's his last name?
That's when you saw the light stands. No.
Oh no, I know the answer. But... There's a few things that we know, like, basically. So I was like, this pretty sure it's a moment of inspiration. So. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. I can't take this anymore.
If you've exhausted all avenues, sometimes you get a moment of inspiration.
Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor.
Phoenix!
Huh?
Phoenix, over here!
I know that voice.
But Maya!
Mia?
Never give up, Phoenix.
Mia.
Because remember, it's supernatural. You see the ghost of your dead mentor, like, now and again. It gives you moments of inspiration.
Okay. Well, I don't really approve of failure being the correct answer, but okay.
Well,
the waiting lobby.
Knowing that you don't have the right answer is important also.
What happened?
Because otherwise you're just brute forcing it.
Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating.
Ah, you're finally awake.
God.
Hey, Phoenix! Jack? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me.
You're... Maya?
Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was strong enough shock to awaken Maya's true powers.
So, Maya's channeling you, Mia?
That's right. I'm Maya. I'm also Maya. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's why I came here to tell you.
But...
You don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won.
Huh?
You have that receipt in the court record, right?
Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on.
Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me.
So what do I do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th?
That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. It was my dying wish to buy that light stand.
Whoa!
She bought it just to smash it. Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? It was the beginning of the week. He said he saw the stand-up the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it.
Right. I think we could have looked at the front of that before now. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Felix Wright. Is the defendant, the brother? Are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off.
Your Honor, there is nothing to get back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well.
Yo,
You may begin your cross-examination.
Edward got her back.
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
Waha! You're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side?
No one has thought of this before. Your Honor.
Yeah, I think this one's quite simple. In the later ones, you can pure 3D, like, manipulate the objects and, like, turn them and all that, and touch them and zoom in and out.
Would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that
You
receipt?
might be able to do it with some of the objects in this, but I think it might be the other, like, the more modern ones you can do that in.
Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder.
Ah! Ah!
You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Company law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Seems pretty convenient, to be honest. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you?
No, it's impossible.
Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you, but I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
To be fair, neither of us would have thought about whether the light stand had been there or not, like when he was there.
I did. I just didn't
You
mention
did
it because I thought it was stupid.
You
Because I
did
thought
think
there was
about
no
it?
way to prove it.
Alright, well, you did think about it then, but I think it was a hint because most people would not think about it.
Very well. Then that is all for the trial of...
Objection! Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
Hey? What? No way can he worm out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need to make one more inquiry into this matter.
Hmm.
Dun dun dun.
Another inquiry. This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Is it bad?
No? I think so.
Yeah, wait and see what happens. I don't know where he's going with this. I better hold back for now. I see. Very well. Unless there was no objection from the defense, I grant Mr. Edgeworth his extra day. Uh-oh. The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all.
Do you not want the case to be fully investigated? No?
Of course. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
The witness will stay.
Mia.
Phoenix, read this note out loud.
Mia, what's this? Your Honor, if I may.
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened.
Just stop. Desist. Halt. Please stop. Make him stop. How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess, I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Maya with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds the defense, rather the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again.
Couldn't we just make the case now that she wasn't murdered?
But congratulations! You're lucky I was born a thing.
I'm lucky I have both you and Maya on my side.
I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Mia.
Why did they get the two sisters the same name?
I won't forget it as long as I live. Maya and
As
Mia
long
and
as you
Misty.
Live?
My time here is running out.
Huh?
Mia's powers are so weak. Can't stay here that long.
What? No! There's still so much to say.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Chief!
Hee hee. I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the offices tonight, say 9 o'clock?
The office?
I'll see you later.
Chief! Mia! Being here, it's hard not to think about that night.
You came.
Mia.
I was kind of worried you might not.
Well, of course I came.
Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger?
Mia?
Wow, you should see your face.
Mia?
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya.
Mia?
What, do I look like my sister?
You look like you were her.
I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch for you.
Maya, why are you here?
Because of this. See? Maya wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of, huh?
She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Cole law officers, right? And who better but me? Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Maya said that's what your friend Larry calls you.
Nick?
You know what this means? We're partners.
You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Company law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya.
Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here watching. For Godzilla. Right, okay, let's do it.
Huh? Do what?
Burgers, dummy, burgers! There's a great burger joint down the street.
Don't have burgers on the mountain.
Come on, time's a wasting.
Okay, wait up.
The end.